These are my Patterson onions. I planted them exactly a week ago. Look how well they're doing. I'm amazed. I thought it would take longer. I tried growing chives last year and the year before, and I completely failed. And I think it's because the seeds were old. People always tell me, or I've always heard that onion seeds do not last, and it is so true because where I these are fresh seeds. I got these this year, and they've all sprouted. It's amazing. The other thing I did with these is I planted them on the soil. I just at soil level, I didn't bury them. I just kind of pressed them down. Maybe I sprinkled the slightest bit of soil on top, seed starting mix, and that was all I did and kept it moist. Now, these are the Patterson on this side. On this side are the Walla Walla. They are not doing as great. They're going to sprout. They are just taking much longer. And I think the reason is I buried them a little bit deeper. And, well, I didn't bury, yeah, I buried them a little bit deeper. And I think maybe it's just the variety of seed. Maybe just Walla Walla takes longer. Um, Either way, I don't think I have enough room in my raised bed for all of them. So if one or two or 10 of them don't work out, we'll be okay. Anyhow, today is the day of peppers. I think I'm on track. I think today is a good day to start peppers. My last frost date, I'm thinking, will be around mid-May. The almanac, I'm pretty sure, at least it said last year. I think it's usually mid-April. I feel like it's mid-May. That's what I'm striving for. I know by then we'll be guaranteed for the weather to be warm. So anyway, that's what I'm going by. So I'm going to start my peppers today. Again, I got this mixed seed pepper packet from Organo Republic, just because I just wanted a bunch of like sort of commonly popular. Well, I don't know. This is what I got. Whatever. So showed you guys before. It comes with a little miniature toolkit thingy, so that's fun. But I'm not going to plant a ton of peppers. I don't have that much space. I've only got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to have 6 garden beds. That sounds like a lot, but it's really not, because one of them is the asparagus bed. So that's permanently asparagus. The only other things I can really put in there are maybe some herbs, and I've got strawberries in there that hopefully will survive over winter. I really hope they do. That'll be amazing. The bed behind that has my rhubarb, and I'm going to put all of my kale in there. I'm going to have a ton of kale in there this year. And then 2 of the beds are for garlic, which are going to double up as herbs, lots of basil and stuff in there. There's not a lot. I've got a bunch of grow bags, and I'm going to plant some stuff directly in the soil. But all that to say, this year it's going to be peppers. And the types of peppers I'm growing I'm kind of deciding that this now. Well, not this one. I knew I was going to do this one. California Wonder. I know that's really popular, and I love bell peppers. And ideally, I will have a ton that I can chop up and freeze and use throughout the year. That would be amazing. Okay, so Cubanelle, no. Golden California Wonder, no. Hungarian Wax, no. Poblano, no. Pimento, no. Pepperoncini? That's a maybe. Lilac Bell, beautiful, but no. Joey Parker, no. Purple Beauty, no. Red Cherry, no. Anaheim, no. But I have another packet. 1 second. Let's see. I also got the salsa starting mix that's got herbs and stuff in it. And in this, they have another pepper variety. So let's see. What was it? Not cayenne, not habanero, not poblano. Jalapenos. So I'm just going to do, God, I'm making a mess. The California Wonder and the jalapeno, because I know I'll use these, especially in my salsa, and I know I'll use these. Last year, I tried to grow these from a different seed company, but I tried with the California Wonder and they failed. I watched a YouTuber, I can't remember her name, I'll put her in the comments, I love her stuff. And she mentioned that even this, like a on and off cold period, like peppers like it warm. So if your temperature is varying a lot and they're exposed to extended periods of cold, it will completely stunt them. And I think that's what happened, because last year I got seedlings, but they just didn't progress past the seedling point. I think they got a couple of true leaves and then they stayed at that size. Like they just would not grow at all, no matter what I did. So I'm going to try and be really diligent about keeping them at a nice, comfy temperature for them. I think I'm going to have to buy one of those like little sort of tent things to keep them extra warm, but I'm going to start them out on a heat mat, and we'll just kind of go from there. And I'm going to use better seed starting mix this time. Last year I used raised bed soil. This year I've got like proper seed starting mix. So we're set for success. So yeah, gonna plant these now. Okay, so I have this old tray I'm going to use because I'm not buying anything new this year anymore. I'm done buying things. Wrong. I'm buying one more Vigo raised bed because I need it to start my onions, and I'm going to use that as another garlic bed. So then that will make the 6 beds. That's one of the 6 that I was thinking of. Jiffy raised bed gardening soil. Okay, I need a scissors. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna think I will need about that much. Yeah, I like to pre-hydrate it. I just found that it's just easier rather than doing when it's in the, yeah, it's just easier. So I'm gonna throw some water in here. That seemed like too much, but we'll see. Mix it up, get it all nice and muddy. That wasn't really enough. So yeah, you want it firm where it's kind of holding its shape, but not dripping water. And I think this is good. This is at that stage. Obviously, if you've got it too wet, you can add more soil. It's too dry, add more water. You can probably figure that out. Okay, then I like to scoot it to the side, put this janky tray in here, and then just fill it up. Also, I probably should clean this tray, but I just don't have the will to do that today. And this is what we're doing. So this is just gonna have to work. And it will work because we have positivity on our sides. Then press them down, not hard, just like gently, so that you don't have like a bunch of air bubbles, because roots cannot grow in air bubbles. So we want to optimize our chances for success. All right, that one little cell on the side is just like, whatever, we'll see. Okay. And then I'm just gonna grab up the rest of it and throw it in there. Okay. And I kind of want that not to be too pressed down. Okay, there we have our janky old cell trap. It worked just fine. Okay, gotta wash my hands. Okay, so we have our pre-moistened seeds. We have some leftover dirt. I have my 2 seed packets, my California Wonder, and my jalapeno. So I'm going to make an ever so slight, tiny little divot. No, actually, I'm going to press this down first. So I'm going to overshoot. So I'm going to do half of each. So that is a total of too many plants. It's a total of too many pepper plants, but I'd rather have too many in case some die off. And maybe I'll find somewhere I can put them. But yeah, we're gonna overshoot. But I want to show you the seeds. So here we go. Open. And that's how they look. Okay, let's get them planted. And I'm gonna do 1 per cell because again I'm already overshooting, so I don't see any point in putting more than 1 in each one. I accidentally put 2 in the first one after saying that, but that will be okay. Go. So yeah, I think I'm going to put these in grow bags, just because if I do that, I can move them around and I can make sure they're in the sun. I can kind of baby them. I'll keep them up near the faucet so I can, in terms of watering, make sure that they're getting everything they need. Because like I said, I failed miserably last year, so I want to do whatever I can to be successful this year. All right, so that half is the bell pepper, California Wonder bell pepper. So I'm going to label Cali Wonder bell. Put this on this side. All right, and then the jalapenos. And the seeds, I'm assuming will look exactly the same. And yes, they do. Okay. Maybe they're slightly smaller because I'm grabbing. Oh, they look about the same size, but they're a little bit smaller. Okay. Go. Okay. Those were definitely doubled up, maybe tripled up, even quadrupled up. I think my hands just got a little sticky. No! Okay. Not worrying about that right now. Right, so label. That was jalapeno. We'll put that on that side. Okay. Deep. Okay, done. Now they are going to share a tray under a dome with my lavender. I planted my lavender again. Actually, that was about 2 weeks ago. One of them is sprouted, which I'll show you now. None of the rest have yet, but that's not necessarily a sign of failure because, oh my god, this is stuck. Because lavender can take an awful long time to sprout. So see, there's one good one. I don't know if you can see it or not. This is a little thermostat thingy to make sure it's at the right temperature. Bring this down. Okay. Plop these babies in. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Right, put them back up here. Hopefully. I raised these up to give them about 3 inches, 2-3 inches from the light. This is too far, I feel like, but I don't have a solution for it right now, just because I don't want to put the heat mat on top of like a cardboard box or something. That just does not seem like a good idea. I'm going to figure something out, just maybe not in this video, but I'll figure something out to get them up a little bit higher. Okay, excess water in there. Put that on. Put this guy back in. All right, and hopefully we'll see germination in a couple of weeks. We'll see. So that's it. Next week, it probably will be, I think it'll be cabbages, broccoli, maybe kohlrabi. I might not do them all next weekend, but I'll probably start one. Probably start the color. I don't know. I'll see. I'll have to look exactly what they say you should plant. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, do all those things, and I will see you next time. Peace. Mwah. It won't stop. Stop.